We're doing a tour of Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn, and we're going to show you everything you need to see and do in a day, from Wall Street to One World Trade Center, 9/11 Memorial, and the fantastic Brooklyn Bridge, as well as an incredible food tour. We'll also explore a stunning area called Dumbo, and stick around to the end where we'll show you the spots to get those gorgeous photos of Statue of Liberty and the New York City skyline. So let's get to it. As our hotel was in Midtown Manhattan, we started the day by jumping on the subway to Fulton Street, right in the heart of Lower Manhattan. The ride cost $2.40 for a single trip. This area is packed with history and is the perfect starting point for exploring downtown New York. Our first stop in downtown is One World Trade Center. This building is impossible to miss and instantly reminds you of just how big New York really is, as you can see it all over the city. Next door is the Westfield World Trade Center and the Oculus building, one of the most beautiful buildings in the city. The architecture here is stunning. It feels more like a piece of art than a shopping center. You'll find a range of designer shops and eateries. Make sure you step inside as it is gorgeous. Down the side of the Oculus, you'll find fun and quirky pieces of art which change on a regular basis. Next door is the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. It's a must-see in the city. The fountains honour the 2,977 people that were killed. It's so peaceful and an echoing experience. The museum is fascinating, capturing the moments through the media, police and firefighters. And we've done the museum before and would highly recommend a visit. Now we're heading into the financial district, starting with Wall Street, one of the most famous streets in the world. This is where you're going to find the New York Stock Exchange and the JP Morgan building. Surrounded by historic architecture and a classic New York City atmosphere, don't miss the Fearless Girl, which is also looking up at the Stock Exchange. And of course, you can't come to Wall Street without seeing the Charging Bull. It's always busy. There's a line of people outside wanting to take photos and touch the ball. If you arrive before 9 a.m, it tends to be quieter. Just around the corner is Stone Street, one of the oldest streets in New York. With its cobblestone and historical buildings, it really feels like you've stepped back in time. Now let's make our way to Battery Park, which has some amazing waterfront views. From here you can even see the Statue of Liberty in the distance. We're not visiting Statue of Liberty today as it's at least half a day on its own. However, this is where you would catch the ferry to go to Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, and we would recommend booking your cruise tickets in advance as it does get pretty busy and booked up. There's so much other stuff to see in Battery Park, from various monuments and statues, as well as the gorgeous view of the Hudson River, and not forgetting the Sea Glass Carousel, which offers a magical twist on the classical ride with fish-shaped seats and an underwater light show. Definitely worth checking them out whilst you're down here. Next up is the ferry terminal for the gorgeous orange Staten Island ferry, and the ferry is completely free. You can get some incredible views of the skyline, the Statue of Liberty and the harbour, and this is one of the best budget-friendly experiences in New York. However, bear in mind it does take 25 minutes each way, and you'll also need to wait for a ferry to come back, so it could be a 2 to 3 hour round trip. We didn't catch the ferry as we wanted to head on over to Brooklyn. It's now time to walk across the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. The views from here are incredible. Make sure you turn around to get Manhattan behind you, Brooklyn ahead of you, and the city buzzing all around you. This is definitely one of my favourite things to do in New York. Now you've survived the walk across the bridge, welcome to Dumbo in Brooklyn. This area is famous for its views, cobbled streets, and classical Manhattan Bridge Photoshop. We'll show you that later. Now it's lunchtime, we're stopping at the Time Out Market for food. You'll not be disappointed as there are so many food options here. From pizza to barbecue to Asian food and famous pastrami sandwiches as well as donuts. We ate at Jacob's Pickle and it was so good. We got the combo, which was an original chicken sandwich, crinkle cut fries and the cheesiest mac and cheese I've experienced, as well as some fried pickles along with a fresh lemonade. It was all made fresh and was super tasty. The best part of the market is the views across the Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan. Make sure you head up to the rooftop as there is plenty of seating in both inside and out, and in the winter months they even have igloos to keep you cozy inside. After lunch we stopped at Jane's Carousel, which is outside the Time Out Market and sits right by the water. It was built in 1922 and beautifully restored. It's open in Brooklyn all year round. Now, if you're a Gossip Girl fan, you'll find the Humphrey Apartments on Water Street. We love visiting Dumbo as it's a trendy Brooklyn neighbourhood offering small independent stores and delicious food. And lots of the buildings are converted from warehouses, which adds to the atmosphere. Dumbo is probably best known for the iconic photo of the Manhattan Bridge. This does get pretty busy on Water Street, so make sure you either go early or you're just patient with all the cars that pass in the road. But it is an iconic spot. There is also one last famous stop in Dumbo. If you like ice cream, Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory is meant to be amazing. However, we didn't try any as it was pretty cold outside and it set you back $8 a scoop. So this is my favourite thing to share of the day. When you're heading back up to Manhattan, jump on the ferry, heading towards Upper East Side and get off at 34th Street. The ferry is perfect all year round, with seats inside for the winter and on the roof for the summer, as well as feeling like you're surrounded by both Brooklyn and Manhattan on either side. The river views from the ferry were incredible across downtown and midtown Manhattan. We even got a glimpse of the Statue of Liberty. What made it even more special is we got on the ferry during sunset when the city lights were just turning on. The cost of the ferry is only $4.80 for a single trip and takes 50 minutes. And a perfect way to end our day, we headed to our favourite chocolate shop, Ghirardelli, where they serve a large selection of incredible sundaes, from warm fudge sauce to delicious ice cream and a Ghirardelli brownie. Drop us a comment to let us know which places you're going to include in your New York City trip. So there you have it, a jam-packed full-day itinerary covering the downtown financial district, Brooklyn, and some incredible foods. We visited the first week of January where it was pretty cold, however it was still magical with all the Christmas decorations still on show. As there's so much to see and do in Manhattan, we've separated our videos into areas so you can achieve everything in one day. In all of our other videos, we're going to show you things like how to visit the Upper East Side and Central Park and try some amazing frozen hot chocolate, as well as Midtown video covering all the things to see and do on Fifth Avenue, from the Empire State Building to the original Winnie the Pooh bear, as well as the best time to visit Times Square, so check out those videos. We have so much more content coming your way, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss out on any more New York content. We'll see you next time.